back, that day went similar to most of the others. We followed Jesus and he spoke to those who approached. He healed the sick and the broke. He invited every foot to follow him. He knelt to the sunken, the lost, and assured hearts that he came to save them. He listened to their stories with a grin, and most fumbled their words, but he showed patience and slowly stretched out his hopeful hands. And when he stretched them, then did they begin to understand who was this one man. Looking back to that night, that was the night that brought us all closer. Out the second-story window, the city glowed bright as the wind blew in, mixing with our banter. The conversation fell when Jesus rose, not from the grave, but from the floor days before. A serious look came across his face as we sat up straight. With a basin full and a towel, he knelt to our feet. The water swallowed our dirty souls as his hands washed clean the dark, deep stain they carried, the dirt of the room taken on by one. His hands soaked wet in our mud while we sat spotless in the shadow of a king, but he looked at us no different than before. And in that moment, we were one. All of us together under the same roof at the same table, we were one. Looking back, this all makes more sense. Those final days he served, he washed, he taught, and he broke bread all before he bled. He knew our time was coming down to the line, and in a few short hours we'd betray and he'd be led away. He'd be left hung dry to die, and all we'd be left with were memories and words of life. And looking back, it was the common things he used to show his love, to connect us as one. Water and words, bread and wine. He intently spoke words of love, and those words we still speak. To love one another just as he, to wash each other's feet, to remember him when we meet. Welcome to the table. Welcome to the table. The same table we sat with the King of Kings. The same table we sat where he washed our stain clean. The same table where love is seen. And the same table where bread and wine come alive. The same table where hope survives. The same table where a seat has been left open for you. Welcome to the table.